I had an interesting moment today where I confused something that I asked for um, as a moment of um, of failure or a setback, rather. Um, when when I was flying to Cape Town, um, I set an intention that um, this is my it's my second act. Um, besides, I feel like my first act is like from 0 until 40, right? And then from 40 into the next 40 years into 80. That's the second act. Because I imagine I've had like 40 years to become this version of myself. And um, with everything that I've accumulated, all the knowledge that, very little. I'm joking. With everything that I've learned. Now the second act is me anchoring that and embodying that and putting it into practice. 'Cause I really feel like one of the gifts that the past year, which I've kind of experienced as an initiation into my 40s. I'm 41 now. Um, I found that everything that I thought 40 is, well, not everything, but just like the intro, like I really got to practice because when I turned 40 I thought oh, I have like a vague idea of like the freedom, um the clarity that people speak of. It really did feel like I can just kind of show up as myself without needing to be validated or for anyone um to agree with what I was saying specifically. I can literally just wake up and choose and decide. Um, but there's so much more to it because if you don't know who you are, then what are you choosing? What are you deciding on? So the first year of my 40s gave me the opportunity to begin to truly um, do some real housekeeping. Um, it wasn't light work, and it's not a concept. Like yeah, I needed to get my hands dirty. I needed to get my hands dirty. It's not cute. It's not fun and games. It's liberating. And now that I feel like I'm on the other side of it, I get to get a glimpse of why people then would say, kind of life begins at 40 because you just don't have time for BS. Um, and for yourself, I think more than anything for me, it's like I'm finding that I have to be radically authentic. Like I have to be so myself that everything that isn't aligned with that version of myself automatically just falls away, and I'm okay with that because then I'm in service to firstly myself and in service to the greater good, because the more authentic I am, the more and the easier it is to align with people who feel the same way or share the same or similar sentiment. Um, and I think that's like one of the greatest gifts that this experience has given me. So I call it my second act because I'm like, oh, okay, so everything, all the information that I've been accumulating, um, the losses, the wins, the disappointments, the everything kind of brought me to this point, right? And now that I'm so clear about one, who I want to be, how I want to feel, what I want my life to feel like, and what I want it to look like, how do we take that and use it to paint this beautiful world, a beautiful canvas that becomes my life, knowing that it is exactly what I want it to look like, what I want it to feel like, and how I want it to feel. And um, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. And so in the setback, it's something that I thought, I didn't want it. It's something. This is why I'm like, why was I? It's something that I felt like made sense, like logical sense. And then when it was a rejection, when it was a no, I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do now? And then for a split second, but that lasted for a split second. I pulled myself back to say, but you didn't want this, so what's the disappointment about? I was like, oh, oops, yeah, actually, that was like an old programming that was running, right? Thinking this is the only way that this thing can happen, but it's not. It's not. And I think I reacted that way because I didn't have the full picture. Like and it's also because I'm back and like everything is the pace is picking up, where I feel like I need to know what the next steps look like, or how it's gonna pan out. But it's like no, we don't operate like that anymore. You don't need the full picture. You don't need the master plan, because if you knew it, it's gonna overwhelm you and it will scare you. Just take one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, and everything else that you need will be provided on a need to know basis. I appreciated that, and I'm leaning into trusting life, which I do. I made a pact. I am, and I'm learning how to literally one day at a time, one day at a time, and sometimes it takes, it's practice, right? All of it is just mindfulness. All of it is just mindfulness, because because before you know it, you are at the end of whatever it was, but you don't even know how it happened, because you were so in the moment, so present, um, taking from each moment. Yeah, so I'm excited for how the second act kind of unfolds. And I think part of the reason why I started sharing these diary sessions was so that I'm able to have like a place that I can go back and track one, but also to have people that bear witness to my life. This is where you are. This is where you were. This is where you are now. Hopefully, there'll be growth, and it always just be like, or it will be, and of course, I mean, this is part of it. This the it's part of this is boring. Um, so yeah, I wanted to. So that's been on my mind. Also, I just like how we receive what we want from life, but the packaging sometimes doesn't look like it's a gift, or it looks a bit dodgy. It's not wrapped in a nice, beautiful bow, but you just accept it, say thank you, life, and then at the moment you unwrap it, it's this beautiful, shiny thing that you didn't know that you needed, but you need it, and you're like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm glad I didn't check it in the bin, because this is exactly what I needed. The whole "don't judge a book by its cover" thing. Yeah, a bit cliche, but you know what I mean.